Hello guys, in today's video I am going to be trying to do Aqua or Aquarium nails for the first time. Now there is like a kit that you can buy from Dash Nails, and I did go on their website to try and buy it, but their kit is currently out of stock and I really wanted to have a go. I don't care that this was trending years ago, I just want to try. So I'm going to try with what stuff I've got here, and I will show you along my journey, and yeah, maybe you can recreate it yourself. And I'm also going to be using the colours that I got from this month's Britpop to decorate it with. So yeah, let's just get started. So first off, I have a tip that fits my thumb. And the first thing I'm actually going to go in and do is polygel. So we need to get some, I use rubbing alcohol as my slip solution. You don't have to buy slip solution specifically for that. Rubbing alcohol works just as well. And then I have a pad of these that you like, I suppose they're kind of like paper mixing palette things, and it just allows me to use stuff and it not stick to it. So I want it to be like a little bit of a gradient, so I'm going to be using two different kinds of polygel. I'm going to be starting off with this silver violet. We will get a brush, dip it in our slip solution, and I'm just going to turn that around because I want to pull it down this way. We're just going to spread this out, and you want to make sure that you spread it nice and thin. Because I kind of want it to be a bit like an ombre with the glitter. And then we're just going to go in with some clear. And we're going to bring it down at first over this bit just to blend the two polygels together. Remembering we wanted to keep this nice and thin. And we'll just keep dragging it up so it's getting thinner and thinner and thinner. Like so, not that you can really see it or not. But the next thing that we are going to do before we cure it, believe it or not, we're going to go over all of this with a top coat, because polygel, when it cures, is sticky, and we don't want anything to be sticky, because the stuff that we're going to be putting inside of the nail, we don't want it to be stick into it. So we put a nice layer of top coat over that. Now sort of eyeballing it. You don't want to put the whole tip covering all of it, because you still want to be able to put it onto your thumb. So we want to make sure that we leave a space for our thumbnail, and push it down gently. and then you just put the whole thing into cure. And I am just curing this for 30 seconds. Not 30 seconds, I apologise. I'm curing this for 1 minute. And then on another piece, using the grey, I'm going to make a plug for the bottom of it when we come to close it up. And I am just, with this poly gel, obviously flatten it out so it's nice and thin. And I'm just sort of guessing like the size that I'm going to need. That is probably a bit wide. To be fair. And again, we are going to put some top coat over the top of that. So again, nothing will stick to it. And we'll put that one in to cure for 60 seconds. So now this has cured. You just peel it off. Like so. And I'm just going to rub the back of that with some rubbing alcohol to get rid of the stickiness, because obviously we haven't top coated that at all. And now we are going to go in with a pair of scissors and we are going to trim it up. And because this is nice and thin, it's easy to cut and we can get nice and close to that nail, so we don't have to do too much filing. Work smarter, not harder. So you can see in there now, and it was nice and thin, so there's lots of room to put stuff in there. Now we check that I can actually get it on my thumb, and I can. So now the first thing I want to do is I'm going to be using this end to fill up, so I want to block this off. And believe it or not, the best way that I have found to do it is just using some 3D sculpting gel. Now this is a no wipe, so it means that when it cures it's not sticky. So basically all I do is I rin out this stuff. I put a nice dollop, roughly the size of the nail tip, like that, and then I just quite simply push it down into the gel. Wipe off the sides, and then you can see that there's a nice little cap on it, so we will put that into cure again. There's lots and lots of curing with this. Sorry, I'm just trying to tidy up as I go along. And obviously this is done and cured, so we can peel that off ready. Again, wiping the back because it's sticky. So that's our little cat piece, but we will have to, well, I'll show you, we will file it to make it the size and shape that we need. Right, okay, so this is cured, and you can see, if I put it underneath my hand, that there's a nice little cap on the top of it. And so that's not quite going all the way in, so we shall get our file. Just taking off a little bit at a time, and then see, so it's still a little bit too wide, it's not going all the way back. So we will file off a little bit more, and it's just, yeah, doing this, like, to try and get it as close to fit in, as close as you can. More. Bear, shut up. Sorry, that's my dog barking at something outside. He thinks he's a guard dog, but he's the softest dog in the world. Anyone comes in here, all he'll do is jump over them and lick them, and then probably show them where I keep my valuables. There we go, that fits in there nicely, so we're going to put this off to the side. Now, when I've watched videos, I've seen people using oil to put inside of here, generally baby oil. I don't have any oil of any kind, and I've tested it and it works just as well with water, so that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to quickly just grab a little bit of water, and yeah, we will be back for the next step. Okay, so I've grabbed some water, and as you can see I put a tiny bit of dye in it. I've got it all over my hands. A tiny bit just to give the water a bit of a tint. And then we've got some glitter and some little bits and bobs to put inside. So what I do first is I actually put a little bit of the water in. One, to make sure that the bottom is sealed properly, but to also hopefully prevent the stuff from getting stuck. And we're just gonna pick up some of them and put them in. Now there is a reason that I'm putting like white and silver stuff in. And we will also put in a bit of glitter. I could really use something to scoop the glitter out with, and I don't know what. And then once we've got that stuff in there, we will fill it up with the water. Quite close to the top, and I'm just leaving a little bit of a gap so you can see the stuff in there. And if I move this back out of the way a little bit, I've just got some blue tack here, and this is just so I can place this down in here like this, and it keeps it upright for me. Kind of off camera, so you can see it a little bit more. And then I'm just going to go in with my 3D sculpting gel again, and I'm just going to put it at the entrance. And then we are going to get our little cap, and we're going to put that in. And then give it a flash cure. Now this torch is running out of batteries. I do need to get more. We just give that a little bit of a flash cure, and then just in case there are any cracks, I'm going to go in with a nice big dollop of top coat, and we're just going to spread that around on top. And leave it for like 5 seconds or so, so if there is any gaps, the top coat has got time to sort of go in to them little gaps, if you get me. And then we are just going to cure it. So we are back. If my camera wants to focus, this is what we are looking like. Yes, there's a big thing sticking out by there, but we will get rid of that. That is fine. But I don't know if I can get to it. So you can see the stuff moving. If I can get my camera to like focus on it. So now we are just going to trim this off and give the whole thing a nice good file. So I am back. I've filed and obviously given it a top coat so we can see in there, and then you can see that it fits on my thumb wonderfully. So I don't know how well my camera is showing you. See all them bits moving in there. So now we are going to decorate it. Now I will be using the colours I got from this month's Britpop box. So we have white, we have a green that glows in the dark, we have an orange that glows in the dark, and then the final colour we got was this purple here. I did do swatches of them so you can see what they all look like. Yeah. And I'm going to do the same nail design on all of them. This one is going to be black and white, and then it'll be the exact same design but in purple and white, the exact same design but orange and white, the exact same design but green and white, and then this one will be the exact same design as the thumb. So I will just show you me decorating the thumb, and then we can see the final
So
look.
I'm starting off just putting a little bit of a white base at the bottom. I'm curing that, and then I'm going over it with a glow in the dark top coat because I want some of this design to be glow in the dark. And now, kind of going with the Beetlejuice trend, I am just drawing on some black stripes. So it's sort of kind of like his black and white pinstripe suit that he wears in the movie. And then I'm going in along that bottom edge there as well as the top, and I'm doing like some ooze drips then, I suppose, in black first. And then I'm going to give all of that a good cure. Then once that is cured, I'm going to be going over them drips, as you can see, with pure white gel polish, but I'm leaving a tiny black border. If you look close enough, you can see a tiny black border all the way around. So that's why I did the black first and then the white. And then we put that in to cure. Again, not forgetting to paint the top of the nail. And then once that is cured, what I'm putting on now again is that glow in the dark top coat over all of the white drips that I put in. And here is the finished design. What do we guys think? As I said, I was just doing the same design on all the nails, just in different colours. And I'm now going to turn the light off and see the glow in the dark. And there we go, you can see that they go with the stripes and the ooze, they glow in the dark. Very, very cool. So this is my first time making these kinds of nails. They're a bit longer than what I'm used to, can you tell? And yeah, I think for a first attempt they came out really, really cool. Let me know in the comment section below how you think I did. And yeah, I will see you all in another video, guys. Bye!